What is up, everybody? Let's talk about what Lily wants. Of course, that is the name of this event that we're grinding out right now. The first thing I have to say about this is this event's up for 5 days, everybody. 5 days. So if you didn't know that, right here, 5 days left. Now, who knows? Maybe they'll come out with a part 2 and run that for 5 days, but as far as I can tell, this is it. And we have 5 days to grind out 95,000 coins, because whether you get Lily or not, and I'm probably not going to get her, I would still like to get this item for her. So if I get her down the road, I can always just equip that onto her. And this is a pretty nice robe, right? This thing is a 6-star item, and it's pretty good. Auto recast plus 10% physical damage reduction is pretty damn good on Lily. 75 intelligence, it's nice for a robe, and it's just got decent MP and good defense in mind. And a little bit of attribute resistance. So that's good, right? Everybody's going to want this thing. But hey, we're talking about almost 100,000 points you got to clear. I'm at 20,000. I snoozed a little bit. I missed half a day. And I just burned every single orange orb that I had actually trying to run this event out. If you're new to the channel, what I typically do is as soon as one of these events drop, I grind my way through it. Then I make a vid explaining, the best way to go about doing this. Because typically what happens in Last Cloudia, if you go up to the most difficult level up here, and this is how the past few events have been, you're actually going to not have a good yield when it comes to the event currency. Typically, the best yield comes from the second to the top level, or even the one below that. And this is just how Last Cloudia has been doing it, right? I think the last event we just had, if you went up to the very top level, you would only get 3 to 5 coins, or whatever the event currency was. If you went to the level right underneath that, you could get, 30 or 40 of them at a time. So that's what we're used to kind of dealing with. It seems like they've changed the format a little bit. So I can tell you this right now, guys. I have ran out all of my orbs, and I ran Lucky Finds, Futile Resistance, and Fruits of Research. I have ran all 3 of these multiple times. I am yielding around 60 coins per run from all of them. I don't know if they're just programmed to yield that now. I've been running Beast Hunter and throwing that. I've been running Yoda's Arc to get that 1.5 times drop rate. And it actually kind of seems like they're just programmed to drop you these chests, because no matter how many times I run Lucky Finds, I get 6 chests. 6 chests with 10 coins a piece in them. So I'm getting about 60 there. Futile Resistance, that is where you fight a whole army of those birds. Now, I would have thought that Futile Resistance would have been the best level to farm because of the sheer amount of enemies that you're fighting. And they're all in one wave. As soon as you kill all the birds, more appear. So I actually figured that with Yoda's Arc and getting a 1.5 times drop rate for your kills, I figured that would have yielded a lot, right? Because you're fighting like 10, 15 enemies on that map instead of just fighting 7 or 8. I just figured you could get more drops from that. So I don't know if I just had crazy results, but I ran it twice with and without Yoda's Arc, and big surprise, I'm getting around 60 coins a run. It was like 58, 60, something like that. And then the Fruits of Research, I've ran this a couple of times. There are only 2 mobs to fight, but you can score 4 or 5 chests out of that. Don't ask me how. Obviously, I've thrown Beast Hunter there. They're each going to drop a chest. And your rogues can, farm out a few chests. And big surprise, actually, I think 2 of those chests had like 12 to 18 coins in them. The rest had a lower number, but it all averaged out to about 60 coins per run. So, I guess my advice on this one is pick out one of these 3 levels, and whichever one of them is easiest for you to clear, and just do that. So, it kind of does seem like this time around they're just programmed to drop a certain number of chests. Guys, maybe I just didn't have enough orange orbs to burn on this, but let me know if you guys are getting different results. Let me know if you guys are getting more than like 60 of these event coins per run, right? Because it does seem like they've changed things up a little bit. Okay, on this, this is a short event, so we only got 5 days. I know a lot of people want to make it count. Here's the other thing too. If you pull Lily and you start working on her, and you start going into the training tab, and you start burning your orbs here, you might not have enough time to actually finish this event and get everything at the very end of it. I've already talked to a couple people that thought that this was a 12-day long event, just like they typically are. But no, it does say 5 days left. So I'm just going to go by that. And obviously, if you're burning all of your orbs in the training tab, you're probably not going to have enough to finish this. And then you're going to have to dip into your lapis and refresh your orbs that way to finish this thing up. And a lot of people are just not going to want to do that. And I can't blame them. And a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that. Why? Because this is officially the most brutal banner that we've ever had. If you would have asked me this a few months ago, that title would have belonged to Christmas Theria's banner, because that banner was only up for 5 days, if I do recall correctly. But that banner pales in comparison now, right? Because we are talking about, let's see, yes, Lily's banner is up for 12 days, and thank goodness for that. But let's not ignore the fact that this is a limited character banner with a UR arc that followed another limited character banner with another UR arc. So Last Cloudia players are just strapped AF right now, right? A lot of people just barely made it through Ray's banner and got a playable character out of that, or maybe got the UR arc from that. And now you put up Lily. A lot of people don't even have time to go to the bank in between. Adis, what are you doing? Oh, it's kind of silly because, I mean, it seems like you guys aren't even willing to let some of your players go get their damn paycheck. So it is kind of strange. It is odd to me. I really thought we were going to get some sort of non-limited banner in between all of this, to kind of, you know, have a little bit of time to bounce back, maybe grind some stuff out if you have anything like that to do on your account. Maybe you can get some lapis for playing the new storyline. Because here's the thing, I'm thinking about after this. Christmas is coming. We know that there's going to be some sort of UR Christmas arc. And it's probably going to be another limited character on top of that, of course. Now, hopefully they give us a break in between. But I'll be honest with you guys, I did not see this back-to-back UR arc and limited character banners in a row. So I'm officially naming this the most brutal Last Cloudia banner so far. So, yeah, that's it. I'm sticking with it. This is the one for me. And I did get extremely lucky here. I pulled the UR arc. That's the only thing I got from this, and the step up. But hey, you know, what are you going to do? That's just life. I can always pick up Lily later, maybe as like some sort of off banner for something else that I'm trying to pull that's limited. So, you know, at least I got the arc in the back pocket. It's just probably just going to sit there for a while. I can tell you right now, this is going to be my least used UR arc, unless I get into a situation where I actually have to cheese something with light magic damage or dark magic damage. But hey, at least if I ever do get Lily, God Advocate Lily down the road, I will have her best in slot setup. Yeah, so this is what I got to say about this event and this banner. We got 5 days, boys and girls. Make them count. All right, make sure you finish this event, and you know, stay away from that training tab, because unless you are planning to spend some lapis to get some of your event orbs back, you know, I would prioritize clearing the event out. Really, the best time to work on your new Lily might be after this event's over, right? Because after this finishes up, you'll probably have some event orbs that you can spend in the trading tab, and you can, you know, level her up, and you can grind out some crystals to unlock her skill tree and all that good stuff. But I would wait until this event's over, because you're probably just barely going to have enough orbs to run this event out, get the almost 100,000 points that you need to clear everything on it. So hopefully you make that. Do not make the mistake of waiting. This does say 5 days left. Alright, now maybe there's a part 2 coming, but I don't know. I'm just going by this, and it says 5 days left. So yeah, either way, even if they do come out with a part 2, you're still going to need your 100,000 coins to clear part 1. And obviously this is where, you know, her nice chess piece is. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Happy hunting and good luck to everybody, not only on the banner, but with this event as well. What is this thing called? Smiles from Fresh Blood. No. Lily's What Lily Wants. Jeez. What Lily Wants. I do have to say, though, this has been a pretty cool little story filler. I didn't know the story between Lily and Roland was so rocky. You know, I actually kind of thought that she was more or less on his side and just had some sort of ulterior motive for research or something. But yeah, it appears that Lily is just like from space. She just showed up one day and you know, decided to take advantage of Roland to do her research. So far so good. It's been a pretty cool event that's kind of caught me up on the storyline between Roland and Lily. How many of you think that Roland was a little too trusting? I didn't see that coming from him. He was just like, okay, yeah, we can talk, we can negotiate. I'll get you whatever you want. And obviously Roland knows that she's slaughtering his soldiers, and he doesn't do anything about it. So didn't really see that. This is kind of giving me a different perspective on Roland. Yeah, I get it. He's trying to save the world. Sacrifices have to be made, even if they're your own soldiers, I guess, but I didn't see it playing out like that. So this has been cool, right? And I still have some stuff in the map to clear out. I haven't even gotten to the Sky Fortress Solaris yet, so I need to do that. And hopefully I can grind out a few more lapis. We'll try to do like one more last ditch effort pull for Lily. And then that'll be that. We'll move on to our next banner, which hopefully is not a limited banner with another UR arc. Oh, here's something that I do have to point out. If we actually go to the gacha, right, and if we look at the probability, this UR arc, and I thought I was much luckier than I was, this UR arc is the only arc that is on this banner, so you don't have to worry about getting dupes. So at least they did that. But the problem is now, if you're trying to get some off-banner UR arc that you missed earlier on, they're not going to be on these banners. So I don't know if they just did this for this banner or if this is their solution, but what ADIS needs to do, they need to make sure that every single UR arc is on any banner where a UR arc is released. They need to do a small rate up for the on-banner UR arc and have the other off-banner UR arcs at a lower percent. I think that is the best of both worlds. That would make everybody happy. If you're trying to pull for a UR arc, at least there's a percent increase there and you have a higher chance of getting that. And for all of those players that missed one of the older UR arcs, at least they still have a small chance to pick that up along the way as an off-banner. So that's what I'm going to say about that. But this is cool. The last banner that we had, I did pull 3 green orbs before I actually got the on-banner UR arc. So it appears that here, as soon as you pull your first one, you will have your UR arc because it can't be an off-banner. So let me know what you guys think about this. But I really think that I have the best solution for this one. UR arcs are going to be hard enough to get, and I get that there's going to be like 4 or 5 of them now. It's kind of diluting the pool. But you should still be able to pull off-banner UR arcs whenever they release a new one. And that's just my opinion, and I think it's about time that we got some sort of rate up. So that's all I'm going to say. You guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And let me know how this event's going for you. Let me know how many coins you guys are averaging, because if somebody out there is averaging more than 60 a run, I want to be farming where you are. So please let me know, and everybody have an awesome day. Peace.